Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the FB4 Daily for Monday, the 15th of July. It took me about was it 4 attempts to do that? Yeah, 4 attempts to realise it was the 15th of July. It is the 15th of July. It's Monday, it's the day after Liverpool beat Bradford 3-1 in a pre-season friendly. They fly out to America tomorrow. Barry Carr says hello Barry, how are you? Good man, first comment in. And was it you that had the best comment of the week? I think it was. It still stands. Chris is in. Evening Chris, how are you? Barry Carr straight in, Coutinho alone. Right, I told you could do the agenda, so you can do the agenda. Throw anything you want and we do this for 25 minutes. Here we go. Coutinho alone. No, I don't think so. Me and Matt had a massive row about this last night on the FB4. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope everyone enjoyed it being back. But no, for me, it's a bit of a strange one, isn't it? You know, why do you loan back a player that you're owed so much money on? The rumour is you're owed 60 million back on him. Say let's call it 60 million. If you're owed 60 million on a player, why are you taking him on loan? It's very strange. Would I do it? If it meant having Coutinho back, I probably would do it. But will it happen? Probably not. Let me know what you think. Barry, do you think a loan will happen? Do you think it will happen? On the FB4 last night, there were so many messages coming through. We were trying to keep up with them, but I'll try to keep up with it tonight. Before we go on, your sponsor for today or this evening or tonight or wherever you're calling it, wherever you are in the world, is Love Follow Conquer. Love Follow Conquer is a independent clothing company by Liverpool fans for Liverpool fans. Find them on Twitter at Love Follow Conquer. Just drop the U and the E at the end of Conquer, and online www.lovefollowconquer.com. Great t-shirts, jackets are amazing. I love the jackets. They've launched a new range, the Cops Last Stand, I think it's called. Really good. Have a look at that. It's top notch stuff. If you go on to www.lovefollowconquer.com, you'll see it all there. It's quality. Grizz says hi babe, how are you? LL Paddy L, who's Paddy Lawson, hi Gav, how are you Paddy? I know you were ringing me earlier. I will ring you back. Someone says there that the Pepe rumours are running wild. The Pepe are running wild. I've seen today a couple of people saying that they reckon it's done. I don't know. I really don't. I haven't heard anything. Chris, was Matt serious about last night? He was. Was he serious? Oh, this is about a big signing being imminent. Yeah, he was serious. I asked him afterwards. He said, "Yeah, I am serious, but I'm not telling you any names." Fair enough. Well, he doesn't have to tell me anything. You know, I'm not his mother or his father or anything like it. So it doesn't really matter. Matt can say what he wants. But no, he seemed fairly serious about it. What have we got here? Barry says Pepe is going to PSG. Look, it's all happening. Stephen says hello. How are you, Stephen? I don't know if it's the first time I've seen you on here, but hello. Whole front three will be tired and relying on Origi and Brewster. Yeah. Probably will have to, especially with Mane. Mane is playing in a African Nations Cup final on Friday, which will be the 19th of July, which means that he would have 20 days before the season starts. Less than 3 weeks would it be? Chris says something seems to be cooking. Yeah, it seems to be. I know Grizz was fairly adamant last night that we will sign somebody and it will happen. Matt is saying definitely, and he just wouldn't give me a name, but he reckons it's absolutely going to happen. When can we all hear about the big signing? Really hope it's Dembele. I've seen a few people saying next week. I don't know what time next week, but I've seen a few people saying next week. That's not coming from me. I'm just letting you know what was said. Jesus, these are going way too fast for me to keep up. Coutinho loans make sense, allows him to showcase himself and get off Barca's books to us or somewhere else. Yeah, but the same thing again. We're out a load of money. Why would we develop a player even further for him to go somewhere else? And the only way a loan would make sense is if it's a 2-year loan and we don't pay anything and they walk down their amount they owe us, and at the end then we can try to do a deal. Probably the only way to see. Barry says Van der Berg is in the squad for America. He is in the squad. Good to see. Really looking forward to seeing how he does and how he fits in and how he gets on. Because I feel I don't think he'll make any if any appearances this season. But look, it's a good thing for all these players to go to America. Stephen O'Connor says hello. I really hope Pepe comes in. He really is quality. You know way more about him than I do, Stephen. I can honestly tell you I've never seen this player play. I think he's in the African nations. That was probably true. I haven't watched any of it. I just see if Salah was doing well or Mane was doing well, or and then or Keita, and then I wasn't really bothered with the games after that. Barry says the big ginger babe. Yeah, I'm presuming that's Sap van der Berg you're talking about, because I am no way ginger and I'm no way a babe. But look, there's loads of things coming in there. Keep them coming in. We're flying. Yous are flying. It's gone way too fast for me, so I'll pick out ones as I go along. But the Coutinho one seems to be the big thing. Pepe is there. Bruno Fernandes keeps rumbling on. United fans are convinced that he's signing for them. A few Liverpool fans are convinced that he's signing for us. I really don't know about him. I really don't. Pepe plays for the Ivory Coast. See, that's new information to me. Really is. But I don't know. Fekir was the one for me. Is he gone to Betis yet? Can anybody tell me? Can anybody tell me if he's gone to Betis? Grizz thinks a player is nearly done. No, Grizz didn't say a player was nearly done. I asked him last night. Did he think that? It's Mikey that asked him that question. He was asked. I asked him the question last night. Does he think, in his opinion, Liverpool will sign a couple of players? He said yes. In his opinion, they will. He reckons it will be one, if not two. I said 3, and I'm kind of wrong back on that a little bit, because that was about a week ago and we're running out of time. Is Bruno going to United? I don't know. They're blowing a lot on Premier League players. Yeah, the Harry Maguire at 80 million, which is absolutely insane. Which is even more insane is the Leicester signing Lewis is a dunk for 45, which is mad. Chris says Fekir hasn't moved yet, so there's still hope, Chris. There's still hope that Liverpool will go in and go, listen, 30 million. We made that from scarf sales after the European Cup, or the sale of smoke bombs or something, and we'll throw that money at it. He said something before, Mikey said, I presume this is Grizzer speaking about, he says an awful lot. Excuse me, Jesus, I don't know what's going on tonight. Surprised that Harvey Elliott lad isn't in tour squad, considering being reported no going with academy. Yeah, I think he will be signing for Liverpool, but I don't know when it's going to happen. And on top of that, there will be a tribunal with regards to how much we pay. So I think it's nailed on. He's going to Liverpool. It'll probably take later on the summer for it to happen. They are calling Harry Maguire the English Beckenbauer. Who's doing that? And whoever is doing that, you need to stop listening to them or watching them or interacting with them. You really do. You probably noticed today I'm in the studio, by the way, because I didn't paint this on my sitting room wall last night. But I'll try to sort something out, because this looks way more impressive, doesn't it? Just to let you know, my friend is sitting over here. His name is Dylan. Dylan is a young Liverpool fan. He lives on my street. I brought him over. He's going to produce the main show tonight. He doesn't know that yet. Probably a surprise, but he's going to produce. I'm going to put him in front of cameras and all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to do a little bit with Dylan as well about last season. I'm going to record that and I'm going to put it out for everyone to see as well. So just keep an eye on that coming out and let Dylan know how he done. Be nice though, or I'll get very, very upset. Dunk going to Leicester for 45 million. How much of these fees are up front? I would say, if Leicester are getting 80 million from Maguire, they're probably getting about 50 up front, and the rest is over a term. So is it Brighton that Dunk plays for? He's probably getting 40 million up front. Grizz said let LFC have their man. Did he? When did he say that? Because if Grizz said that, I will be on the phone to him straight after this, and I will be querying that. Because when Grizz says something like that, I really like to get in around them and find out what's going on. United fan consoling themselves, saying it's only 60 and Leicester will never see the rest. Oh right, because this is bonuses and stuff, so we won't really do well. That doesn't really make sense, does it? I will look on Grizz's Twitter to find out what's going on, because if he's been a little messer, I'll put a stop to it. You don't worry. I would take Firpo and Fernandes or Van der Beek and Olmo. Maverick, geez, you're being a bit greedy there, yeah. Firpo thing is a left back from Betis that we've spoken about an awful lot. Yeah, I'd probably take him at the right price. Van den Beek is the Ajax guy, very extremely underrated. I think he's one of their. I think he was up there with their best player in their Champions League run. I really did. Olmo, being linked with us, being linked with Spurs, gone very quiet again. Is it Dynamo Zagreb he plays for? Again, I keep getting that wrong. He's a Spanish winger, around 35 to 40 million. I can't see all of them happening. You'll probably see a striker or an attacker player, and then you'll see a left back. I don't think you'll see anything after that. United paying 80 million for Boxhead. We robbed Southampton. We did rob Southampton if that's what that guy is going for. But he will improve United. Don't make any doubt about it, because their centre halves are absolutely atrocious. So I think anything coming in would improve United. What else have we got? Van de Beek or Olmo? Sorry, I know what you're saying. Van de Beek I really like. Olmo I don't know anything about. I just know his name, where he's from, what position he plays, who he plays for. Sometimes I know who he plays for, because I keep forgetting. What else do we want to do? Oh yeah, the club are on tonight. They're recording at about 8:30 tonight. Goes on for about an hour. We'll edit it then. We get it out as a download. Should be good tonight. Myself, Andy James is in. Dylan is going to produce and probably be on it as well at some stage. And we're going to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Anything I get here, I'm going to take a kind of note of and ask the lads later on, because although it's probably the same questions, it's different people, and when it's different people, you get loads of different opinions, and that's what I like most about doing this. Different opinions, especially when me and Matt decided to have a big argument on the Fatback 4 last night. How do you think the Fatback 4 went, lads? I want to know what you thought of it. Anyone that watched it, did you enjoy it? Is there anything else you'd like to see? Let me know on this, and I'll take a mental note, I promise. Pill Guy 365. I definitely think it's Pepe or Dembele. Yeah, I think if you put a fiver on that in the bookies, Pepe or Dembele, I think you wouldn't be far off. I really don't think you'd be too far off with that. The Coutinho one is being thrown into the mix. The left back is obviously going to be something that will be spoken about, and probably right up until the last day. Yeah, I'll have to have a little think about that one. People are saying it went well. One lad says I'm right. I'm glad. It's very rare. Have you heard we are Yes, I've heard this. Nordred, have you heard we are taking a 35-year-old keeper to the USA? Yeah, he's out of contract, and his name's gone out of my head, and I reckon Chris will be the man to come in. Liverpool Chris will be the man to come in and tell me all about this guy. But he was on loan at Rochdale last season. He's out of contract somewhere, and he's going on the tour with us. It's very, very, very strange. Kieran Smith says he loved the Fatback 4. It's going to be weekly. Absolutely. Sunday night, 8:30 every week. Somebody needs to tell me about these keepers. We are bleeding keepers, says Barry. Yeah, because we have Allison's coming back. Mignolet is still there, although this might throw a little bit over. Lonergan, very good. Kev O'Sullivan, thank you. Then you have Gabara. You have Kelleher, who's out for pre-season, fair enough. But if you have Gabara and you have Mignolet and you have Allison, you have three keepers on tour. Unless Allison's coming back really late and they're bringing a third one over to cover, a little like Maniger maybe. It's a bit strange. It's a bit of a strange one for me. You could make out that it's something to do. Mignolet could be on his way out, so you're left with Gabara going over there on his own, and they're bringing this young lad. He's not young, he's 35. Well, he's younger than me. But you're bringing him over, and you're saying to yourself, right, we'll use him. We'll give him, put himself in the shop window to get him a contract from somebody. I don't know. Is there anybody out there that's needs to look at a 35-year-old goalkeeper before they give him a contract? That's a bit strange. Trevor Villa, are you still looking for people to join your daily show? Yes, I am, Trevor. I got your email the other day. I will reply to you. I've just been up to my eyes with a few bits to do with this show and a few bits to do with a couple of other shows, but I will get back to you, I promise. I have someone on tomorrow, and I think of someone on Wednesday, but I will get back to you. As I said, anyone that wants to come on and talk to me, I've no issue with it. Come on, give your opinion, and that's what we're here for. Do whatever you like. You can come on and abuse me if you want them. I'm a big boy, I can take it. But anything else won't be signed, just going as cover. Yeah, I thought that, Chris. And it's nice, isn't it? It's a nice holiday for him. A couple of weeks in America playing with the European champions is not bad. Gone to Huddersfield on a season-long loan. You need to tell me who that is. Atherton should be nowhere near this squad. Oh, Atherton is the young lad. Sorry, is the young goalkeeper, but he is where life. Allison is on holidays and Keller's injured. Yeah, this is obviously some sort of move there, but you'll probably have Mignolet going over there as the main man, and you'll have Gabara and this other Lonigan as his backup. But you should expect to see Allison near the end of this tour. So, could that be a little whisper about Mignolet going and leaving? You never know. There could be something in place, but I don't expect. Do you expect Simon Mignolet to be there by the end of the season or by the start of the season? I really don't. Gabara loan to Huddersfield just being confirmed. Thank you. Right, now it makes more sense. I was obviously driving while Liverpool and Huddersfield were doing that. Yes, if he's gone on loan, well then the cover makes perfect sense. Right, before we go, what are we, 17 minutes or so in? Coutinho, Pepe, Dembele, they're the three players that are being linked with the attacking positions. Now, forget all this would you take them back stuff and all that. I like to do little polls on this just to get people's opinion. So, Coutinho, Dembele, Pepe, you have to pick one. Who are you picking? Don't worry about money. Don't worry about was he a little bollocks for leaving and running away from us and stuff like that. Which one would you take? Let me know who you take. Dylan, who would you take?
Yeah.
Dembele, Pepe or Coutinho?
Well, I heard Coutinho approved a loan, and I wouldn't mind Coutinho back just ahead of midfielders.
Yeah.
Playing Salah, Firmino and Manager.
Right, okay, so Dylan has gone with Coutinho because he reckons he can play off his front three. Change the system then, 4-2-3-1.
Oh, I think you're going to have to. Coutinho's going to come back. I wouldn't mind him too.
Right, okay. He's happy for Coutinho to come back. Jesus, Dylan's here 15 minutes and talks a lot more sense than most of these lads on this podcast anyway. So he should be good later on. Dembele, Pepe. Dembele too injury prone. Yeah, decent argument. My major issue with him would be his. I suppose he can cause a bit of trouble, can't he? He can turn up a bit late. The alarm doesn't go off. He was out last night, stuff like that. But look, it could have been worse. It could have been Ronaldinho who wanted a fucking helicopter from Manchester to London after every game. Barry Carr says Coutinho on loan. We have shocking memories on here. He was our best player. The loan thing is what throws me. I said it last night. I'll take him back tomorrow. But I wouldn't do a loan. If you're going to do Coutinho, I would be going back in and saying, you owe us 60, you've given us 80, we're not giving you anything, give us them. And then we can have him back and we make 80 million on a player that was gone for 18 months. Seems fair enough, doesn't it? And then, look, if you really want Coutinho over Pepe and Dembele, you're going to spend 60ish on Pepe, probably close to 80 or 90 on Dembele, would you be? So you're going to spend that money anyway, so it's not a loss to you. It's just the loan thing is throwing me a bit. Shaq had that bad name about him before he joined. Don't forget. Yeah, very good, very, very good point. Very good point. This is the thing. Klopp will, he wouldn't take someone and say, oh, I can do something. He'd be taking someone saying, you will do this or you won't play for us. There's no way Klopp isn't discussing with these players before they come in. Take Coutinho for 2 years and then give him back. Yeah, that's actually makes sense. Give him back then and make them pay their 80 million. Yeah, that's not a bad deal. Yeah, that's the second best comment of the week after Barry's. Barry's was what was Barry's comment? Barry's comment was brilliant, and I loved him for it. Still do. We sell the likes of Wilson, Kent, Awayimni, I can never say his name, Herbie Kane. You make back that out 60 million due. This is funny now, Barry. We're going to speak about this tonight on the club. Are we still doing Moneyball stuff for the younger players and not so much on the force team? You know the way we used to bring a player in the force team, develop and sell them on. We seem to be developing players and keeping them. Are we still doing Moneyball for the younger players, do you reckon? I think we might be, and I don't think it's a bad idea. Oh, Barry, it was Son. Yeah, it was. Heung-min Son of Tottenham Hotspur. Yes, that would be the best signing ever, because the Spurs fans would have an absolute meltdown. I reckon United fans have a meltdown, so would City, and we'd be just great crack. We'd be absolutely great. He'd be unbelievable cracking out to him. He really would. Go all out for Mbappe. No, it's not. Mbappe is not going to happen unless something severely mental happens. But I could see Mbappe moving I could see him moving next season, and I always said it. Liverpool are a huge club. Be in the talk, be in the conversation. That's all you can be. Go in there and give it your best shot. And if it comes off, it comes off. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Some players love to play for Liverpool. Some players would like to go somewhere else. It's usually for money. If you're going somewhere else over Liverpool at the moment, it's for money. Barry, to rock the boat, Barry. I seen your comment saying rattle the boat, and I'm gonna let you away with it. The under 23s is there to generate funds. If they're good enough, they don't go on loan. Yeah, that's the conversation I'd like to have tonight, because although Brewster's coming in and he's doing really well, we seem to be making great money off players, younger players around the fringe that won't quite make it. We're making really good money off it. Are we moneyballing that way? Mbappe 2020 with the Nike kit deal. Chris, go and stick that on Twitter and see what happens, you man. I'm telling you. Just go and do it, and it'll be about a week before your mentions quieten down. The question is, could we spend the 88 million on instead of Coutinho? Van de Beek plus Firpo plus Ziyech, 95 million. Would you do that for 95? I think you'll do Firpo for about 30. I think you'll do Ziyech for 25. I don't think you're getting Van de Beek for 40. If you are, you're Michael Edwards' brother. That's all I'm going to say. Squad depth is worth it last season, says Mike. I'd say it's about the same, considering who we had available last season. You know, left back wise, yeah, I give you that. Sturridge, he wasn't a Liverpool player last season. I think Brewster will show him. I actually think Brewster could show more than him this season. You do have Oxlade-Chamberlain coming back in, who wasn't there last year, so he adds to the depth. But a left back, I'd agree with you. Yeah, a few people agreeing on Moneyball. Why not go in for Tierney? Barry, we've discussed this before. Kieran Tierney goes to Arsenal and he'll progress his career because he'll get a game there because Arsenal are shy. He goes to Liverpool, he'll stunt his career because he's not as good as Andy Robertson. He'll play 15 games a season and he could turn out to be one of those that ends up at Everton. That's the truth. That's my opinion on it. Arsenal are a joke. We could blow them out of the water, but Kieran Tierney's a fabulous left back. I just don't see him being a cover. I really don't. Brewster 12 to 15 goals next season. We're back to this, Trevor. I have him down at 11. I think someone has him at 23 because they're mad. And if it happens, I've told them I'll buy them a couple of drinks, whatever they want. I'm up for that. Listen, that's been us. 23 minutes. Thanks a million for all your comments. You've really helped me out tonight. As I said, the club is going to be recorded tonight. We're going to discuss some of the issues you brought up here, because you brought up loads of them. Fair play to you. Yeah, that's been us. Retirement suit you, Gav, looking 10 years younger, says Ray Dickinson. Really, Ray? Yeah. I'm having lots of bagels. The only thing I would say is bagels, when toasted, are an awful lot hotter than toast. Just let you know that's my tip for the day. I might do them every day. I might not. They're fucking quite annoying. They're actually I've annoyed myself there. But that's been us. That's been the Fatback 4 Daily. Brought to you by Love Follow Conquer. Follow them on Twitter at Love Follow Conquer. www.lovefollowconquer.com. Brilliant t-shirts, brilliant jackets, and they've a new range out, the Cops Last Stand. Go and have a look at that on their website. Fantastic stuff. I think they've about 7 different t-shirts. Thanks a million for joining me. Talk to you tomorrow. Over now.